In this video, I will show you the different types of activities that you can create with the new Boardmaker 7 editor. To create a new activity, you will go to this green New button. Here, it launches several options for you that you can see on the left-hand side. If you click on blank, it gives you the ability to create a blank activity. What's nice is you can designate from the beginning what type of activity it is. So if it's an activity that needs to be longer from top to bottom, you can click on portrait to make it a portrait activity. If you know it needs to be longer from left to right and it needs to be in landscape, you can click on the landscape option to make a landscape activity. Or if you know that you're making an interactive activity that students are going to do on their iPad or on the smartboard, you can click on interactive to create a blank interactive activity. Keep in mind that the word interactive in this format, in terms of making a blank activity, this means that the format is in a way that performs well on the iPad, smartboard, computer, etc. The activity will not be automatically interactive. You will need to go in and make the buttons movable, make things talk, and do all of those things. But by indicating an interactive activity here, you are basically saying you want it to be in a format that's going to look right on a screen. So those are your options for blank activities. You would just click Create to then begin editing your activity. Now there is a recently used option on the left side. So let's say you've made an activity and you want to make a different one just with different pictures. It'll be here under the recently used, and then you can click on it and click Create to then go in and make a new one of the template that you had recently used. The third option is printables. So these are activities that are not interactive, but they will be printable for you to print them and use them in the classroom or send them home. So there's a lot of options of pre-made templates already available that are printable. You can look through the different categories and find something you're looking for. You can also go up here to the search templates option. So let's say you know that you're going to want a matching activity that'll be cut and glue. You can search for match, and it only shows you the matching options. You can also filter it. So if you only want it to be printable, if you only want it to be landscape, you can apply those filters and it'll show you exactly what you were looking for. If you do want to look for some Spanish activities, you can click down here on this drop down where it has the language. And depending on what you're looking for, you will hopefully be able to find something in Spanish. So I just went in there and I deleted the search out and I just searched for everything in Spanish. So now you can see there are some Spanish activities available. That is for the printables. The fourth option is interactive activities. So these are all activities that can be done on the iPad and the smartboard. Again, there's lots of activities to browse through. You can search for a particular template just like you could with the printables. You can also search for Spanish again. You can also apply a filter, and what's nice about this is you can search for something that has performance tracking. Anything with the P here means it's performance tracking. That means that when your student does it, it'll collect data that you can find on the Boardmaker online component, and you'll be able to track student progress and use the data for IEP goals, progress reports, and all of those good things. The S stands for sample, because what you can do now is you can pick a particular activity and you can click the select from sample button. And now it's made you an activity with sample pictures. So if you see a template and you're like, I'm not sure what exactly this is going to look like, you can then have it generate a sample and it'll show you what you could do with it. And in which case then you can just go in and start changing the pictures, or if you like the pictures and you just want to change a couple, it's kind of nice that you do get a sample of what each template can do. And lastly, what's nice is there is now a favorites bar. So let's say you know you're going to be doing a lot of matching activities. You can go down here to where it says favorite. When it turns gray, that means it's marked in your favorites. So you just click on the favorite button to make it gray. And then now when you come down here to the last option, favorites, you see it's now in your favorites section. So Instead of having to go through and find that template every single time, you go to your favorites and there it is, ready to be created and used. So this video showed you the activities that are available to be edited in this new Boardmaker.